Hello, everyone. Possible additional benefits of antidepressants, contract options for the new Mobile Civic Center, and protesters in downtown Mobile. It's all coming up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Welcome to News 5 Now, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht. Hope you're having a nice evening. News 5 Now comes to you 3 times a day here on WKRG.com and our Facebook page, 8:30 a.m., 12:30 p.m., and here at 5:30 as we get ready for our 6 p.m. newscast. Let's go over some of the top stories of the day. And starting with number 5, new research finds that antidepressants like Prozac may also protect against serious infections and sepsis. Scientists say the drugs can regulate the immune system and defend against infectious diseases. They believe this finding could lead to new drug treatments and boost global preparedness for future pandemics. Number 4, the Pensacola Ice Flyers firing their head coach as the team is in jeopardy of missing the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. Corey Graham was let go with the Ice Flyers in last place in the SPHL. Graham, in a second stint as head coach in Pensacola, he led the Ice Flyers to their first championship back in 2013. Former head coach Rod Aldolf stepping in as interim coach with just 15 games to go in the regular season. Number 3, the City of Mobile working to finalize a contract for construction of the new Civic Center. 3 companies have submitted bids. The lowest from Harbord out of Birmingham, $237 million. Hoare Construction, also of Birmingham, came in at $252 million. You'll remember they built the Maritime Museum. And a third bid is from Jesco, that's a local company from Mobile, at $260 million. The City Council could vote as early as tomorrow on the contract. The plans for the new Civic Center call for a state-of-the-art arena that will host sporting events, concerts, and Mardi Gras balls. Number 2, a dispute between neighbors escalating to gunfire, leaving 3 dogs shot, 2 of them dead. It happened inside Evergreen city limits, not far from the police station. Tyler Crosby says his neighbor fired the shots on Thursday. The neighbor said the dogs constantly dug holes underneath his fence and came into his yard, threatening his dogs and damaging his property. Crosby has received 5 citations from Evergreen police regarding his dogs being off-leash. Crosby has been told by police he can't press charges because the neighbor was within his rights to protect his property. And number 1 on this President's Day, protesters in Mobile and around the country voicing their opposition to the policies of the Trump administration. About 100 people spent the afternoon in downtown Mobile rallying against the current government in the National Not My President Day of Action. They're hoping to spark some sort of change as President Trump and billionaire Elon Musk fire thousands of federal employees, as well as the mass deportations of illegal immigrants that are taking place. And those are 5 top stories for you here on News Now. We'll have more on those coming up on News 5 at 6 o'clock. Every day on News 5 Now, we ask a question of the day and a poll of the day. So let's check those out. These would be the questions and the poll that we had for you last week on Friday. So how did you meet your Valentine? Okay, remember last Friday was Valentine's Day. Hope you had a good one. Good question. Let me get my specs on here and we can take a look at some of these. Peggy says on an airplane almost 35 years ago. Marilyn says a blind date. Wendy, we started dating as freshmen in high school 35 years ago. High school sweethearts. All right, my mom and dad were high school sweethearts. Michael says she was delivering USA Today papers with her mom to my workplace. And Kara said she met her Valentine at Mardi Gras in Fairhope. All right, you can check out more of those on Facebook. Thanks for sending those in. All great answers. Okay, we also have a poll of the day, and let's see if we can bring that up. Remember, this was on Friday. The question, who do you think is going to win that big Alabama-Auburn basketball game, number 1 against number 2? 63% predicted correctly. With Auburn, 35% had Alabama. The Tigers did win that game, and they remain number 1 in the nation. Alabama falls from number 2 down to number 4. Okay. Let's now kind of preview what we're going to do here that you can chime in on right now on Facebook and on our website. Our question of the day for tomorrow is Saturday Night Live. Last night held its 50th anniversary special. What's your favorite Saturday Night Live skit of all time? That's a tough one because there have been so many good ones. I think I'm going to go with Matt Foley, motivational speaker, Chris Farley. That was maybe my all-time favorite. And then our poll of the day is, if a Mobile mayoral candidate supported a city doge, would that gain your vote? Okay, and one candidate, I believe, is calling for that. So we'll get those results for you tomorrow and have those. Thanks for joining us for News 5 Now. Again, join us for News 5 coming up as I check the clock in about 15 minutes. Have a nice night, everyone.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.